My name is Lauren Bobetsky, and I teach full-day kindergarten at Bonnie Slope. We do a letter of the week in kindergarten, and we kind of just do an inquiry into that letter in many different ways.
What do you know about the letter O? What can you tell me? Who can raise their hand and tell me something about the letter O? Tell us, Keely.
That it says two sounds because of E. It says O and O.
Whoa. She told us so much information. One piece of information you told us was that O says two sounds. So I'm going to write an O like this with a line, which means a long O. What's the long O sound? What's the long O sound? Then I'm going to write an O like this with a little whoop. That means the short sound. What's the short sound? I'm going to write two O's.
We've done a lot with vowels, and they just look for any word with a vowel, and they'll circle the vowel and notice where it is in the word, and that's how we came to understand initially that vowels are found in the middle most.
You brought up a good point, Lawson. He gave us words that have O in the beginning. Did we already make that list? We already made the O in the beginning list. Your thinking is already on the wall back there.
I regularly see kids looking around the classroom and pointing to the color words we have on the wall as well, which are kind of already created anchor charts, but then ones that we've created together. They know that their thinking is on the wall.
So these O's, Keely told us, are vowels, so they're found where? Where do you find them? Say it, Owen. Inside a word. So who can think of words that have O inside of them?
Boat. It is really.
Ooh, she said boat. Boat. I guess so. Yes. Say it again. Tooth. Tooth.
I'm not talking about tooth. And I'm not talking about tooth. And I got one.
Mateo.
Spooky.
Ooh. He said
Dog.
dog. Where does that go?
In the middle.
In the middle. Because we're going to focus on the ones where we thought of more words originally. What do you know, if we think of words automatically in these two categories before we think of words over here, what might that mean about these sounds or words, Calvin?
Maybe there's just more long O and short O words.
Yeah. Did you hear what Calvin said? He said maybe it means that there are just more long O and short O words.
So we've done a lot with vowels, and they just look for any word with a vowel, and they'll circle the vowel and notice where it is in the word, and that's how we came to understand initially that vowels are found in the middle mostly. Today, I was expecting the lesson to go similarly as it did with the letter A, where we listed a lot of long A words, and they were able to find similarities between the vowel patterns. And today, with the long O words, it didn't go that way. And so it was very interesting because I'm excited for them to go out in their book boxes now and see what words they bring back to the chart after.
Okay, I have a job for you. I have a job for you. And then we're going to come back, and I think we can add to these lists from your book boxes. Okay? So you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
You know how to do this? If you write down a word, you have to be able to what?
Read it.
Everybody say that?
Read it.
Read it. You knew that. So, because when you're done, you're going to be sharing them with us so we can add them to our poster. Okay? So, as I hand out your paper, you're going to go back to your book box, grab a clipboard and a pencil, and you're going to record all of your words.
In the beginning of the year, we start off talking about all the different strategies that a reader can use, and then we go through and focus on one kind of every 6 weeks. I'll introduce a different reading comprehension strategy, and so they know that their schema is something that they can always go back to find an answer, and if they don't know it already, if they don't have it in their schema, they know that they can find something that they can attach their new knowledge to. They basically know that everything that they know is important already, and they know that they can build their schema too. They know what it looks like to grow their schema and then have more and be able to attach that to their new learning. In general, PYP, like you said, is very child-centered, and all of your information comes from the kids. Your lessons are driven based on their thinking and their questions, and just the other day we took video notes, and they're 5-year-olds, and so that was very empowering for them to know that they can do things. And I told them this is a skill that you're going to use all the way up to college. And so they watched a video and they took notes on their new learning. And they're in PYP, as long as the teacher is using the language, the students will just soak it in and use it all right back. So they're using the words like, I had schema for that, so I could make a connection. And they're saying things like, I had new learning while you were reading that book. And so they can pull out the pieces of the inquiry process that really help solidify their learning.